No, go ahead.
No, you join us, please.
Into your area. Well, good morning, Representative John Nygren, Senator Alberta Darling,
Hi.
Amy Laudenbeck. Amy is not only, and Senator Nass, Amy's not only a member of Joint Finance, but this is her home area, and Senator Nass is from this area as well. We just toured a local manufacturing plant here in Janesville, learned a few things, reinforced a few things. Some of those being with record low unemployment. We definitely need to invest in our workforce and also attract more workers to Wisconsin. Unfortunately, Governor Evers' budget falls short of significant investment in workforce development while actually providing more resources for UW than they actually asked for. He does not deliver on the request of the technical college system. We know most of the jobs, not only today but in the future, are going to be more technical. So we definitely need to be making smart investments in our workforce. At the same time, we also heard about tax policies that affect the business climate. Actually, the facility we just visited, Prent, actually has benefited from the manufacturing ag tax credit. And while they have perhaps, I believe it was $1.5 million in benefits since the manufacturing ag tax credit was actually passed, they have benefited, the community has benefited by $102 million of investment here in the Janesville area. Their workforce has continued to grow. Their payroll has grown from $21 million 7 years ago to $32 million. So this is what the manufacturing ag tax credit looks like. This is what smart investment in workforce development looks like. And I'm happy to be here today to listen to input from the public as well as begin to shape the budget moving forward. So, Senator?
Thank you. Well, as you know, Wisconsin has never been in better shape. And my main concern with this budget is it spends way too much, it has way too much regulations, and it backpedals on all the reforms that have made our state in the best position I can ever remember, and I've been around a long time. So I'm very concerned about that. And when we went to the manufacturing company called Prent, they are global competitors. So I am concerned when they tell us that they have to have a competitive environment or they can move. And they do have a plant in Iowa and other places, but it would really bother me if a company like of this quality will tell us we have to keep on the track that we're on in terms of fiscal responsibility, controlling spending, live within our means, and make sure we have the right climate to grow jobs and to grow the economy. That's really important. And to hear it from a manufacturing giant like Prent is very important because they contribute to the quality of life in Janesville. They are a major force in this community, and they hire a lot of people. And he told us, I think, that the average wage is $20 an hour. So this is very important to Janesville. And so we listened, and we're going to make sure that we get this budget on the right track.
Amy?
So good morning, and welcome to Rock County. And I hope we have the opportunity today to not only hear stories like we did this morning from Prent Corporation, but also from individuals in Rock County and in the surrounding area about how the economic comeback of the last 8 years has really improved quality of life, wages, and economic opportunities in Rock County. Having a border community, I think we can see some stark contrast between the decisions that we've made over the last 8 years in Wisconsin on tax policy, on not only just income taxes, but on property taxes as well, and just the strong financial state of our pension fund and of the work that we've done to reduce the structural deficit. When I turn on the news and I see Illinois and some of the decisions that we're making, it makes me more committed to continuing the work that we've done to basically hold the line on taxes, create programs and opportunities that that people and businesses can take advantage of so that they choose Wisconsin as the place that they want to raise their families and grow their business, and I want that to continue.
Steve?
I certainly agree with my colleagues, and I think what we will be doing is what we've done for 8 years now, and that's providing a balanced budget that with the limited resources, financial resources that we have, a budget that clearly is balanced and takes care of the needs, not the wants, but the needs, because we do have very limited resources, and we don't want to backpedal into deficit spending at all costs. That would not be good for the future.
Any quick questions for us? Otherwise, we'll get to the hearing. Yes.
Representative Nygren, Governor Evers this morning called your suggestion that Tuesday's election was.
He didn't like my comments?
On the governor's budget, ridiculous. Do you have any reaction to his pushback?
No, I would say that I stand by what I said. Obviously, people that are like-minded with us up here saw what the governor, who ran as a moderate, who ran as somebody in the middle, the policies that he has suggested in this budget that are out of touch with the average citizen in Wisconsin. I stand by my comments. I think the liberal wish list that's packed this budget with from a policy standpoint is things that a lot of constituents do not like, and honestly, we keep track of all our constituent contacts, pro and con. There's not many people that are saying, we need to be doing, liberal X, Y, and Z. So I stand by my comments.
And I throw it back to Governor Evers and say, look, Governor, in the election you said you were not going to raise taxes, and you're raising taxes over $1 billion. You said you were going to continue to grow the economy. There's not an investment in workforce development, and he's put inhibitors to growing the economy. And I think the people of Wisconsin are going to be very concerned about that. He leaves us for the next budget with a $2 billion hole, and we've been there before with the Doyle administration, and we had to then cut a lot of programs that people cared about. But the administration previous to us put us in that position. I don't want to go back to those tax and spend days where we're left with a big hole in our budget.
Representative Nygren, what's your view on the governor's transportation budget? Where are Assembly Republicans going to be on transportation?
I think transportation is an opportunity for us to find some common ground, whether it's specific or exact to what Governor Evers.
On a gas tax increase?
I'm not going to be a hypocrite on this. You know that the Assembly has been in favor of funding solutions for transportation, so I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes. There's a lot of other things that he does in this budget, like repealing prevailing wage, which actually reduce costs of local projects. There actually would increase the cost of a local project. We actually put policies in place that would actually reduce those costs. So while I think it's an opportunity, there's a lot of things that are just stuffed in there that are a no-go.
Senator Darling, where's the Senate going to come down?
We want to have a solution for transportation. Quite frankly, I think it should be a bipartisan solution because transportation.
Gas tax be part of that solution, do you think?
Well, I'm not going to go there right now because I think we have to put everything and look at solutions, see the plus and minuses, and talk to our constituents, because while many people are pushing the gas tax, there are a lot of people who are very opposed to it. And I rather find solutions that don't increase the burden on our taxpayers.
That's what we're here to do today is to listen.
So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I think we better get to work.
Yeah, we better.